Hey everybody, and welcome back. This is Sam, and I'm still surviving in Space Engineers, the public test for the economy update. Made a good bit of progress since I was last with you. You see this little guy here. Thanks to Pam's auto mining script, this is a autonomous miner. I take it where I want to mine, tell it how big a hole to make, then it mines until it's got all it wants, comes back, unloads, repeats the process over and over until it's done with the orders I gave it. I built 4 of these. One of them went boom. Couldn't be helped. 2 of them are here, and I got 1 out getting some more magnesium at the moment. That's about the only thing I run out of, I believe. I've had quite a bit of a backlog in the refinery, but it's down to the last bit of platinum and nickel now. And you can see I've got quite a few parts built up. Did those and just these. So you can see I've got a kajillion steel plates and interior plates, and I just queued up a bunch of everything with a little bit of reasoning behind quantities. Figured time to build a ship to get off this rock and get up into space. Well, actually, I was thinking it was time to build a house. But I got to thinking, why build a house if you're going to go to space? Why build something and then have to rebuild it? So I figure I will build a ship in a house, or a house ship, a houseboat. I don't know what you want to call it. But either way, a base that can become a space base. Because one refinery just really not doing it for me. I'm going to need quite a few more of those. Since you were last with me, I think I added another hydrogen tank. I had a guy mining ice for a while, so we got, crap tons of ice and stone, which turned into iron and all that good stuff. So we were pretty good on most everything resource-wise. I did finally find some gold. Not a lot, but some, and some silver. Got a little bit of uranium from one of the unknown signals. I hadn't seen one of those with a reactor in a very long time. I thought they were gone, but I guess it's still a thing occasionally. Anyway, I was able to get all these ships welded because one of the best modders out there in the world loves me. I know it's me particularly she did this for, not anybody else in the workshop. But this is the build and repair system. Build and repair system was not working for the update, so I didn't originally put it on. But she made a patch just for this update so that we could have it. And I say she, I have no idea who it is. I don't know the person's name. I feel bad about that. But either way, she, he, whatever, they're God to me. Because this is one of the handiest devices ever to find its way into Space Engineers. It sends out little robot welders that do all your welding for you. All you gotta do is place blocks, they finish them. Beautiful. I love it to death. As I end up playing solo quite a bit, somebody told me, you can't use all these mods, they're cheaty. Well, that particular mod to me makes up for having a whole freaking crew with me helping me build ships. And I built one of these halfway by hand welding, and let me tell you, it took me about an hour, and I had a bunch of pieces that I missed that I couldn't get to, which put me to the workshop where I noticed there was a fix for that. So put it in, it fixed it, they're all good. Now the one that went boom, these things record your path when you take them there, and they take the exact same path back. Well, at one point I thrusted a bit too hard and got too high to the outer atmosphere. I was able to recover it, but apparently the AI was not, and it went too high. Thrusters became useless and came back to the ground in a giant flaming ball of glory with much haste. So, something to be careful of when you're driving these. Be very ginger on the path you set them. This particular ship is from the workshop as well. It is just the PAM path auto mining is the auto mining script that runs it. Scripts are beautiful. The ship itself is not modded in any way. It just uses that script in a programming block, and it is on the workshop as the path auto mining example. There's one for atmosphere and one for space, and they're perfectly sufficient. I didn't see the need to do anything else to them. It kicks out all the stone. It'll kick out ice if you want it to. Beautiful. I love it. It's entirely efficient. But enough bragging. I think it's time to work about what we're going to build. Now, I'm going to come off the station, but I don't want to be in the way of my miner that's out, or if I have to send any of these others out, I don't want to be in their way. Let me get some steel plates. And we're going to start right off this edge. We're just going to build over a ways. We have room to work. That should be plenty. So, something like this. And like this. Okay. Alright. So, this is where it starts. I have no idea what I'm building, but it starts here. It's still tethered to the base, so it's technically a, I should have done that with conveyors. Should have. See where this goes to. I'm going to need stuff for this. Excuse me. Now, I'd like to say, for the record, I am terrible at making ships look like anything other than a square. The Borg would love me, but my ships are so blasted ugly, they're either a square or a platform with all the modules I need, and then a million engines stuck wherever I can stick them. It's horrible. I have no artistic ability whatsoever. And I'm going to try desperately not to end up with a brick here. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't even have any idea what I want anything to look like at the moment. So I'm going to take a bit of a pause and think about it and try to figure out what I'm going to do. And I'll be back shortly. Just think about it out loud. And you guys can hear how absolutely insane I am. So we want it to be a base that goes into space. So what are we going to need? We're going to need refineries. One is definitely not enough. I don't think I need a refinery for every material like I see some people build, but I think that 2 or 3 would be really nice. Perhaps 3. They're pretty big. I was told once that you really should think about what are the biggest items that you're going to have on your ship and place those first and kind of build around them to them so that everything makes sense. So, that in mind, refineries are pretty huge. So I think it'd be refineries and large cargo containers and hydrogen tanks would be the big things. What kind of shape? Let me turn the build and repair system off real quick so it doesn't keep building everything. Because I may have to tear stuff up and put stuff down, take it back up 100 million times before I decide on something I like. Let me grab so let's do the G menu thing and let's get large cargo container. Let's get hydrogen tank. And yeah, give me a minute on the refinery. The hydrogen tanks, how many? It's going to be a hydrogen powered ship, so it's going to be a heavy ship.
Energy low.
Do like engine pods, one on each side of the ship, maybe? And let that be where the hydrogen's housed. I like this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. 3 of them. We put 3 on each side. That's 6 hydrogen tanks. Surely that's enough hydrogen to do all sorts of stuff with. Pop in here and get some power. I hear people screaming now, you don't need 6 hydrogen tanks. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm sure there's math behind it. But since I don't even know what I'm building, how in the hell could I plan for how much fuel it needs? Maybe take some off of as we get it built or put more on it. I don't know. I'm okay with that. Let's carry cross. just to make sure she's strong enough. Keep it all nice and locked in. That may be way too close together. I don't know. I just don't know. Kinda thinking 2 engine pods. Kinda like a pontoon boat with a flat deck and then a bridge above and kind of to the rear. Might be too close together. I don't know. I mean, I guess if we build on top of the pontoons, it doesn't matter as much. So we can kind of do some weird stuff with the blocks and kind of build up and out, like backwards from them, and then build forward in kind of an angly. Ooh, I like that plan. Let's do on this one or this one? This one. See if I'm crazy. I think I'm crazy. Let's find out. Going back far enough. Maybe the heavier slope block. They go back further. These guys. Much less of an angle. Take a little while to build with these, though. Doesn't look right. It needs to be moved forward. I don't work with these blocks much. I see people use them all the time, but I've never been one to have a use for them that much. That does fit the angle that I was thinking about a lot better. think I really like that. Now I got to duplicate that on this side, and then I'll do a flat piece across, and build a bridge back here, and a deck out forward, and maybe put the storage underneath the deck. Where does that put me? Putting the refinery stuff. May have to make the pontoons longer and let the refineries become part of the pontoons. We'll change up the shape a little bit. That's probably okay. Hey guys, I'm gonna keep thinking on this, place a few more blocks here and there and tear some down back and forth. Try to come up with a better plan. While I do that, guys, if you could just keep on surviving, and I'll catch you later.